I felt that I was wasting my time watching useless material on YouTube. So I went through my subscriptions and unsubscribed from most people. This now gives me a lot more time in the day that is free, which is opposite of what I wanted to achieve. But I think I have to start making peace with loneliness because it never seems to go away. Here are my subscriptions on YouTube. Matt Wolf, which is AI related news. Internet Today, which is current news. AI Explained, which is AI news. Tech Linked, which is tech news. Tronics Fix, he fixes consoles of gaming devices. Game Linked, they do news on games. Einzelganger, which is a philosopher that I follow. And the Friday Checkout, which is tech news. I don't know how much time that would be in front of the TV per day. Probably around 1 hour. But that is not very much of my day. And the rest of it I just spend sitting and laying around, which is really annoying. I'm really underutilized in this life. I have all this time that I want to spend developing community, but in order to do that, I'm reliant on other people wanting to develop community. And I haven't connected with enough people that want to develop community to develop a community. So I'm not really sure what to do. My Discord isn't working very well. I'll just keep building that out and see how it goes. I won't give up on it, but it's not achieving what I want it to. I'm just not sure what else I can do to achieve community. Maybe I am wasting my time because maybe I am not capable of doing this. Maybe my productions will only appeal to a few people, and I just have to learn to live with this. Maybe I need to embrace the silent time alone and welcome it as part of my life instead of disdaining it and wanting it out of my life. I don't have any choice about it, so it's something that I have to learn to live with. It's just the pains of not having a full-time job. I really wanted YouTube to be my full-time job, but it's not enabling me to do that. What's so wrong with silent time alone anyway? I get to contemplate whatever I want, and who cares if I'm bored? It's not like I'm hurting or anything. Or maybe I am, because I hurt not being with my soulmate. If I was just with her, we could entertain each other and not worry about being alone and bored. But that's not the reality of my life. I have great amounts of time that I have no idea what to do with. And I think the best solution is to be content doing nothing with that time. It's a bad solution, but I don't know of any others, because when you're dealing with other people, you have to rely on them. And if they're not coming through for you, then you can't do anything about it. It's not like it's in your control. What is in my control is how I spend that time. And if I spend it contemplating potential video ideas, then it won't be a waste, because the time was used to conceive of future productions instead of not being spent doing anything. I would rather spend my time doing nothing than spend it on meaningless activities. Here in Stupid World, if you want friends, you have to film yourself doing things. And then you have to keep doing that and keep doing it and beg for friendships and beg for friendships and just keep on begging the internet for friendships. And that's how you can obtain friends. Like, what world do we live in? I can't find friends. What is going on? My world would be so lonely without the camera. Without the camera, I probably would have already committed suicide. My life outside of my film world is nothing. I have no life outside what you see in front of you. Why is it so hard to make friendships? I feel sorry for the ordinary, lonely person who does not use a camera to reach out to people. Their possibilities are extremely limited, and they'll probably go throughout their entire life without finding someone that they consider a true friend. Although the process has not worked very well for me yet, broadcasting yourself on the internet really opens up your possibilities with the types of people that you can become friends with. I would probably never be able to find a real life friend that would follow my work, but I can go to the internet and find people that want to follow my work and then convince them to be my friend. And this way I obtain friends that follow my work. And in real life, I just would not be able to obtain that. In real life, I tell people I'm a YouTuber and they go, "Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, next topic." And it's like, you're blind. You're missing who's in front of you. Asking ChatGPT, what is ignorance and how can we avoid it? Ignorance refers to a lack of knowledge, understanding, or awareness about a particular subject. To avoid ignorance, one can foster a curious mindset, seek diverse sources of information, stay open to different perspectives, and engage in continuous learning. Education and critical thinking play key roles in overcoming ignorance. I once had a friend that said that I don't do philosophy because every time I tried to talk to him about philosophy, he would shoot me down, and he refused to watch any of my videos. But to him, I was not a philosopher. There's no point spending your life trying to make everybody happy because you're never going to be able to achieve that. A lot of people just aren't going to like my videos, and I have to be okay with that. If you want to talk to me, join my Discord or email me. The information is in the description. In many situations, you can only reach your potential if the environment is suited to you reaching that potential. For example, I can't be a good husband because I do not have a wife. Speaking of, can you please recommend my channel to a pretty lady? I thought it was hard finding friends, but no, it is hard finding a mate. Being my friend means spending a little bit of time checking on me regularly. Being my mate means devoting yourself to me. Oh no, we're getting towards the end, and I still don't have a title for this episode. Woe is me. I think that my time is spent a lot more meaningfully, even if I'm bored, just in silent contemplation rather than on stupid YouTubes that just waste my time. For the most part, I got gaming news out of my life because I'm no longer a gamer. Or maybe YouTube is my game. I just need to embrace the solitude because everything is good, nothing is wrong. So why can't I just spend some time reflecting? I appreciate your attention span. Until next time, this is Wendell, signing off.